Brynildsen joined the rest of the SWRC field for his first event of the season in Jordan. The SWRC runs as a support championship to the WRC, featuring 2-litre, naturally aspirated cars that produce 280 brake horsepower. This is the breeding ground for the WRC stars of tomorrow. Jordan marked the second round of the 2011 competition. The first round in Mexico had it all. Hot favourite Nasser Al-Attiyah blew the field away to take what looked like the first victory of the year. But the Qatari was later stripped of his victory after scrutineering revealed an irregularity in a fuel valve.
With the valve of safety of the fuel, you know, I was really don't know about this, you know, and but I think this was not fair, you know, to kick out of the race, you know. Should we have a penalty or fine, you know, pay some money, you know, like this, you know, and that's it, you know. But it's disappointed, but okay, I threw everything behind me now, and yes, never give up.
It wasn't just disappointment for Nasser though. Estonian driver Carl Kruder retired twice from the rally due to fuel pump problems. Fellow Estonian Ott Tänak was in second overall until he rolled out of contention. And Finnish star Juho Hänninen showed incredible pace in his Skoda until he too came unstuck. All of which left Czech driver Martin Prokop to take the first victory of the SWRC calendar. After the first round then, the championship standings look like this. Prokop the leader on 25 points with Hänninen second. Kruder still managing consolation points despite that double retirement. Round 2 of the SWRC took us to the Middle East for Rally Jordan, where beautiful deserts and searing temperatures awaited the drivers for what is always a challenging weekend. Recent unrest in Syria had caused delays to the start of the rally as teams waited for equipment to arrive via an alternative route, so the rally was reduced to 2 days and 14 rough desert stages.
For the car is really tough, so we are a bit lucky that we only have to do 2 days. It's quite rough, especially for the Super 2000 cars, so we just have to cross our fingers and try to avoid the biggest stones.
It's very, very important, you know, the best notes here, you know, because a lot of crest, a lot of blind corner, and there is no tree, no mark, you know.
A lot the jumps, you don't see nothing what is rear, and it's a little bit complicated.
There are some few parts that the road and the environment is the same, so you don't know where is properly the line, and as well there are some few corners that you can cut a lot because the road it's very, very straight, so you have to be very good on the pace notes here.
There are many changing of the rhythm of the stages. There are some looser and some very hard part of them, so the grip is always changing.
With the hot and with the heat of the surface, it's going to be quite hard on the tires.
As the rally was about to get underway, the drama began as Even Brynildsen, being filmed here by his co-driver, was forced to make his way over the start ramp on foot after power steering problems at the morning's shakedown practice session.
Now we have walked the start ramp and ready for the rally.
This was, unfortunately, a sign of Brynildsen's bad luck to come, though. Back on 4 wheels, he got the rally underway, and the Norwegian showed impressive pace on the Sawaima stage, finishing 16 seconds behind hot favourites Nasser Al-Attiyah. But on the second stage of the day, Brynildsen broke a suspension arm on the rough, rock-strewn stage and was unable to continue.
We basically broke the suspension arm in a very strange way. I felt I followed the line, and the steering, everything is fine, and the drive shaft, everything is where it should be, but it's just in the connection to the chassis is broken, so it's quite rough, so maybe it was some stones from another corner or something, and then it broke here, so we just had to pull over.
Of the more fortunate cars to make it past the first stage, though, was Nasser Al-Attiyah. The Qatari dominated proceedings. After his unfortunate start to the season in Mexico, he was eager to make amends and win here. And with driving like this, it's something he looked on course to do. With 6 Middle East rally titles to his name, Nasser really is the master of these tricky conditions. Nasser blew the field apart, winning all the morning stages, even posting faster times than WRC drivers Villagra, Wilson and Al-Qasimi on the way. His lead after the morning loop was a considerable 1.5 minutes. With Brenilton out of the picture, Alatia's nearest competition came from Portuguese driver Bernardo Sousa. The 28-year-old was dealing well with the rough stages, which are as demanding for the drivers as they are for the cars. Sousa was unable to mount a serious challenge to Alatia, though, but it soon became clear he was having difficulty hearing his pace notes.
This is so slippery, and to add another problem, my helmet it's gone. It's working very bad, full of noises. So I'm kind of this morning.
In the afternoon loop, Sousa had reason to cheer up. He was second fastest through 2 of the stages, enough to finish the day in second. Happier with his morning was Estonian Carl Kruder. The SWRC's youngest competitor had a nightmare start to the season in Mexico, but was getting some useful kilometres under his belt in Jordan. These are not easy stages to get to grips with, and attention to pace notes is crucial over the blind crests. Kruder did well to stick to the clean driving line for maximum speed and was rewarded with 3rd place at the end of the first day. But the day belonged to Nasser Alatia. This is the Qatari on the epic Jordan River stage, a 41-kilometre monster that winds its way down to the Dead Sea. Alatia's engine had been misfiring on the penultimate stage of the day, causing him concern, but luckily no further problems for him in this long stage.
14. Stay right, small fast, immediately left 4, 70. Goes on, difficult C, 90 right. 90 right, 70.
This is a masterclass of gravel driving from the Qatari, carrying maximum speed through the corners. There are rocks and hidden dangers around every corner, so absolute attention to pace notes needed.
Very long left 2, 100.
An incredible day for the Qatari driver. He was fastest on all but one of the day's stages. Nasser Alatia then with a comfortable lead at the end of day 1, despite his engine problems. Sousa in second, and Brenilton miles adrift after his early exit. Back at the service park, Nasser reflects on his near-perfect day.
We have a really good day. Few problem, you know, with the engine, just misfire. But I hope we fix it for tomorrow, because tomorrow's will be very important. Most of the stage uphill. And we need, you know, the power in the engine, but I think it's a good day for us.
The SWRC action from the deserts of Jordan continues after the break. Also coming up in this week's WRC Rally World, we join Ken Block for a Gymkhana session at an iconic location in London.
I'm stoked. It's an amazing landmark. It's a beautiful site.
And we wind back the clock to 2006 when Chris Atkinson went into orbit on the Sardinian stages.